Mystery, controversy, and America's favorite pastime.
Yeah, Las Vegas company made famous on the show Pawn Stars has been embroiled now in an epic battle over an alleged Babe Ruth baseball. The question, did they authenticate a fake?
8 on your side's Michelle Mortensen tries to find out.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd.
America's love affair with Babe Ruth began nearly a century ago.
A home run in the center field bleachers.
In his lifetime, he signed an estimated 9,000 balls. And fans then and now will do just about anything to get one. Jim Clemens spent $14.50 on this ball. He bought it online at auctionzip.com. He was certain this ball had to be legitimate because it was authenticated by a company called AAU, which he knew from the show Pawn Stars.
And this is my pawn shop.
If it comes with the COA from AAU, then, I'm thinking it's a valid ball.
Once he got the ball in his hands, he thought he hit the jackpot.
People are saying, Jim, if this is a real thing, which isn't a big if, this ball potentially could be worth over $50,000, easily.
So he sought confirmation and learned 2 companies are considered the best in authenticating sports memorabilia, JSA and PSA.
Those are the 2 major, most well-respected companies out there.
Jim traveled to New Jersey and met with the head of JSA, but James Spence gave him some bad news.
He came out and he said, Jim, how much did you pay for the ball? And I told him, he said, well, you paid $1,500 too much.
JSA claims the autograph was a fake, citing atypical slant, unaged ink, and more. Here's an example of a verified Ruth autograph, and here's a closer look at the signature on Jim's ball. But even more incriminating was the fact that JSA claims the ball was made after Babe Ruth died.
But can one authenticator's opinion really be held at a higher value than another's? After all, none of them were there when this ball was actually signed. So we turn to another expert, a baseball dating expert, Brandon Grunbaum.
So this would be the last ball that Babe Ruth could have possibly signed.
Brandon wrote the book History of the Baseball. He authenticates for the Baseball Hall of Fame, JSA, PSA, Heritage Auctions, and many more. We asked him how he would date the ball Jim purchased.
Immediately, I know that the ball is from 1952. Based on the actual design of the logo.
Now, to really understand what Brandon is saying, you need to see these balls side by side. This ball, made from 1948 to 1950, was the last that Babe Ruth could have signed. And as you can see, it has a gap after the patent date was removed from the previous model. We're talking about that gap right there where my fingers are. That 1951 ball had a slight change. They actually closed that gap, as you can see right there. And the 1952 ball, used all the way through 1959 right here, had an ink change to green ink. So now 2 experts have claimed the ball Jim spent $14.50 on is a fake. So we went directly to AAU founder and president Mark Goldman for answers. So in your opinion, that is a genuine Babe Ruth autograph ball?
Yes.
And JSA and the official American and National League Baseball guide are all incorrect?
Correct.
Goldman claims Brandon and JSA's assessment are wrong because the ball's manufacturer didn't keep archival records. So in his opinion, the ball's date is technically unknown. He also says AAU has a reputation of excellence when it comes to Babe Ruth signatures, and that his partner, Drew Max, is never wrong.
Has he ever found after the fact that his opinion has ever been wrong in any case? Or has he always been 100% right?
No, he has been wrong twice that I know of.
So you believe without a shadow of a doubt it's a legitimate ball?
I do.
Jim, the man who purchased the ball, believes it is a fake. AAU did offer him a refund of $14.50 when he paid for the ball, but he refused, instead demanding an authentic Babe Ruth ball. AAU has now taken that offer off the table. The lesson here is simple. Do your research before buying collectibles, because no matter how famous the authenticator is, just an opinion. An interesting fact about Babe Ruth balls, in the last few years of his life, he was so sick, it's guessed that his nurse actually did most of the signatures.
My gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Wow, fascinating.
Great. Thanks, Michelle.